video, we are going to talk about what is the one thing you can do, the fastest thing that you can do to start healing. I was on another social media platform yesterday, and a lot of people, I used to be one of those, a lot of people are doing that one thing which actually slows down any healing process. Yet that one thing, once I teach you how to move through that, can actually literally change your life. And that one thing that will really help you heal is to find out what it is that you judge about yourself. Like, where do you have judgment of yourself? Like, do you have judgment about the way you look, about the weight that you have put on? Do you have judgment because you stayed too long in a relationship that you knew you should have gotten out of, but you didn't have the courage to do that? Do you have judgment about the way you allowed someone to treat you? Do you have judgment about ways that maybe your inner critics, how you talk to yourself? Do you have judgment about how you parent, how you talk to your children, how you treat your parents? Do you have judgment about certain things that you might have done in the past that you wish you didn't do? Do you hold judgment? And if you're being very honest with yourself, a lot of the judgment that we hold within ourselves are what's exactly is holding us back. It's the bondage. This is literally the cufflinks. So one of the way that has helped me a lot on my healing journey and continues to help me is that every time I find and I catch that I'm judging myself, every time there's like a slight bit of a judgment, what I do is I practice self-compassionate forgiveness. So self-compassionate forgiveness would go something like, it's literally holding the part of you that's judging and making space for that part of you to exist without wanting, hello everyone and welcome back, without needing the judgment to push away, or without saying I shouldn't judge myself and I know better and I shouldn't do that. The tool that I'm trying to teach you is literally making space for whatever is here, including the judgment part. If you can figure out everything that you are judging yourself for, if you can, because right, and oftentimes the way to know if you judge yourself, if you judge something within yourself, is something that you judge in others. So maybe like I used to be activated when people spoke loud, and I didn't know that secretly I was judging that about myself, because when I get activated, when I get very happy, I speak very loud. So I used to have like that little judgment. I was like, why is this happening? Like, so a lot of our judgment are hidden within us, and they come out by us doing a projection on other people. So this is a fast way for shadow work. If you really are wanting to free yourself from the bondage of yourself, which includes your judgment, I would recommend you to literally have a piece of paper and write down on one side the judgment I'll hold of myself and or the world. And when you do that exercise, be gentle with yourself. This isn't about beating yourself up. This is about really being real and true and open to see what is it that I have within me that I'm seeking to get clarity so I can free myself. The first stage in any type of transformation is, number one, is the awareness stage. Awareness. If you are not aware of what it is that you do and the belief that you hold, there is no way that you can make a change if you're not aware of something. But the minute that you are aware of something, then you want to move to phase 2, which is the acceptance part. Like the accepting part of like you holding judgment, or you like whatever it is, like everything is looking to be met, to be seen, to be felt, to be accepted. That is what all feelings, that is what everything is showing up for. And you're thinking, well, how can I accept? Maybe you're like, how can I accept that I've gained like, I don't know, whatever, 30, 40, 50 pounds, 100 pounds. How can I accept that? Yeah, that's hard. I know. I've put on a lot of weight in the past 2 years since COVID. I would say more the past year. I don't know what happened. So how can I accept that? Yeah, you're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to be disappointed. You're allowed to grieve the old body that you had, or the old version of you that you were. You are allowed, and it's important to give yourself permission to grieve, to allow whatever feelings comes up associated to that. But I promise you that if you are really seeking a pure freedom from your inner, from your own self, is you can do everything from a place of love and a place of acceptance. Okay, for myself, I'm eating healthy and I'm going to the gym, and I tell my body, hey body, if you want to change, thank you, and they, like, if you want to change, thank you so much, and I'm supporting you, and if it's not happening right now, I love you no matter what. That is freedom. That is pure freedom. Today I wore a pair of shorts and I went to bike my puppy, and I could see, right, I'm biking, I could see that my thighs are bigger than before, and I can see that my calves. And I looked at my legs, which are a little bit bigger than they were before, right? And I was like, I swear to God, before my brain could even say anything, I was like, I love you, body. Thank you so much for helping me. I love and accept you, body. Because guess what? I live here. This is my place. This is where I live. And I've spent most of my adult life not appreciating and liking the body I lived in. Like to be constantly in conflict, to think about my weight. There was a time where I thought about my weight every second. Like every second. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3. Imagine the space it used to occupy my brain. It was exhausting. It was exhausting. So that's what I'm trying to bring about. That's why this channel is here, to help you accelerate your healing, your growth, and your soul expansion. And your soul wants to connect with you and wants to tell you that you are enough and worthy as you are. And what the guides were saying before I came in, I thought I was going to do a video about kindness. And then my guides were like, no, you need to tell people. They need to become aware of where they hold judgment in themselves and projection onto others. Once you are clear about the judgment that you hold, you can change them. Because if you don't like that about yourself, like I used to be so afraid of people judging me, okay? I was so afraid. That's why it took me 9 years to birth my YouTube channel. This was birthed 3 years ago. So 12 years ago, I was being called to come as a teacher, as a facilitator, as a soul, to bring about a lot of the stuff that I have moved through and to help humanity forward. But I was so afraid of people judging me that it paralyzed me. But guess what? I didn't know. I was so afraid of people judging me because I was judging myself. Now, I didn't know I was doing that. This is what I've uncovered when I did a bunch of personal development. So whatever you're afraid of, if you're afraid, if you're afraid of people's judgment, if you're afraid of being abandoned, if you're afraid of people making fun of you, like, where are you potentially, I'm not saying you are, but potentially, where are you doing that to yourself? And if you are, can you breathe love and acceptance to the part of you that, that you have judged? Like, I had to forgive myself. I was judging myself for things I didn't know, but I was judging myself for so many things. Therefore, I was so afraid that the judgment would come because it was activated within myself first and foremost. So if you'll just make a note of what is it that you judge about yourself, and literally make space for that judgment part of you to actually be here, to exist, to express, to be here, to journal about it, to feel about it. And then you want to do a self-compassionate forgiveness exercise. And it goes something like this. I forgive myself for buying into the misunderstanding, or I forgive myself for judging myself, for thinking that I'm only worthy, example, if I weigh 135 pounds. And then you're going to say, the truth is, take a deep breath. The truth has to come from your soul, from your heart. It doesn't come from your mind. The truth is never judging. The truth is a self-compassionate forgiveness. So it's always going to come from a place of love. And the truth is not my truth, is your truth. Your truth does not come from here. It really comes from here. And whenever I do this exercise for myself and with all of my clients, they are shocked at what they come up with their truth. Often is the truth is I'm enough as I am. The truth is I don't need to lose any weight to feel good. The truth is it's okay that I'm disappointed, maybe that I'm not at my perfect weight. And even though I would like to continue to achieve that, I can make peace with where I'm at now so that I can continue to move forward, right? This isn't about, I'm talking about weight. This isn't about telling people don't do anything to improve your physical body. That is not it. It's not about that. Like, I'm very pro body positivity, yes, all the way. So I'm not saying like don't do anything and love yourself the way. No, don't do whatever you need to do to make you happy. But can you come from a place of self-acceptance of where you are at and then move? Because here's the thing. If anything keeps changing up and down, body goes up. Trust me, body goes up and down. The outside world will change. You will gain followers. Like, I just thank you for my 5 new followers on YouTube. Like, you will gain followers and you will lose followers. Like, things are going to go up and down, up and down. If your sense of self-worth and sense of self is based on the outside, every time something is going to go up, someone's going to buy your program, someone's going to encourage you, someone's going to clap for you, it's going to go woohoo. And every time someone's not going to do that for you, or is going to refund a program, or is going to unfollow the button, or is not going to, whatever it is, then your sense of self-worth, if it's attached to that, it's going to go whoa. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I've been there before, and sometimes I'm there. Sometimes I'm disappointed if I see that I have followers, especially on YouTube, which I'm striving to grow this channel so big. And sometimes, and I'm disappointed, and that's okay. I can hold space for the part of me that's disappointed. Actually, as a matter of fact, I did that this week. And then I did a self-forgiveness, and it went something like that. I forgive myself for buying into the misunderstanding that success is only when I have a certain number of followers. The truth is, I'm successful now because I'm alive and I'm breathing and I'm happy and I'm cherishing the moment. The truth is, I'm successful now because success to me means alignment and joy and being happy with where I'm at, right? So that's my truth, and my truth can change tomorrow, and your truth is your truth. But it's important for me, once I learned this tool, the self-compassion and forgiveness, once I learned that, I continue to practice that multiple times a day, and it's freeing. So I hope it was helpful. Please let me know in the comment if this was helpful, and if there's any subject that you would love me to talk about. I would absolutely love to know. This channel is all about accelerating your healing, your growth, your manifestation, and your soul expansion. So anything in between, and spirituality and personal development and self-help are all subjects that I'm deeply passionate about, and I would love to support you. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being there. I'm sending you so much love. Have a beautiful day, and bye. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing right here and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads.